Hello everybody, it is Motherboard. Here we are with some more of the RLS Career Overhaul mod. And we've got ourselves our beautiful blue repo truck here to try out the tall in a trailer. And finally made sure to get everything actually correct so it works. I'm gonna go ahead and hook up to a trailer and try and grab this repo that we have here. Being a shorter truck, it should be much easier. It looks like I have to go around the other way. Be able to make that just fine though. There we go. And open up our tailgate here so we can hook on up to this guy. Of course, you're just a touch too tall again. Wrong button. That's the one I want. There we go. And I'd say we're pretty well lined up because it just take it quite high enough, but that'll do. Get it like that. Go ahead and close our tailgate again. We're gonna head on over, see what car or vehicle or anything we got to pick up here. Looks like, is the game audio actually clipping somehow? I'm not sure if that would be possible, but meters on the recording software here telling me it was, but we should be okay if we go like this anyway. We're having a little bit of difficulty with these people. There we go. Honk at them a good bit and they'll eventually start moving. There we are. Get our cruise control going at 30. Really brakes, of course, are really touchy, so we have to go around and to the left here. We get our left-hand blinker. We got somebody just blowing through. That would have been pretty bad if I was quicker. See what this little diesel can do here for us in this truck. Looks like it's pretty fair at pulling. It's pretty good at keeping things moving, I'd say. Still holding it down though, and it looks like fuel is going to be the thing that it is going to eat. I think it looks like that gauge is actively moving that I can see. Definitely having a little bit of issue keeping some speed here with this big old trailer, but it should be okay. We should make a fair amount of money here. I didn't happen to pay attention to what vehicle we actually got this time. the rear end doesn't seem to be wanting to push around as hard and everything like with the roamer. So we definitely got that much set up very good. A little bit far to the side in the lane, but we should be okay. I don't think that guy had a green arrow, so he definitely could have waited for us there. If I would have paid attention, I would have noticed that we could have cut through the racetrack there. That's okay. Just have to take the long way around a little bit here. And yeah, this truck, the only reason I'm driving a third person is because it's very bassy inside of the cabin here when I'm on throttle. We'll go ahead and take a listen here though. Yeah, and that is straight up clipping audio too. And actually I have a little bit of headroom set in for the audio, so it is somehow blasting right through all of that. And yeah, that's the one downside to modded motors and stuff, in my opinion, is people do not set the volumes accurately or correctly. Look at these issues of them being way too bassy. There is, it looks like an ETK 800 series for us to grab. Go ahead and get our trailer right about here, should be good. We'll kind of park darn near into the stall. And go ahead and get this set up. And something changed. For me, I was right here. That was very mean. Oh, and it just gave me another one. Very strange. I'm not sure if this is going to work very well, to be honest. This scintilla is all the way over into town. Yeah, we'll just kind of swing our trailer around here. Doesn't have to be perfect. Apparently there's a tree where there isn't a tree. Yeah, that's not right either. Definitely can see the trees there. Just a little bit frustrating, but that's okay. We're just gonna go ahead and I think every time I'm getting out of the truck is when it's resetting, so we're gonna try that here. Yep, I got out of the vehicle and it just went and got me a new one. I'm gonna go ahead and take this back to the garage because that's apparently not gonna work very well for us there. I don't know what is wrong with that. So yeah, every time I get in or out, it's just doing that. We're gonna go ahead and put this all away, I suppose. We'll take a look at doing something maybe a little bit different instead. My T-Series does need some repair. $252, that's fine. I don't know what that could have been from. And then let's see. Tilt deck trailer, we can put that away. We haven't had the hopper out for a little bit, so let's go ahead and take a look at this thing. And I'm wondering if I can do something different to the motor itself. It's still acting like we're in repo mode, which we really shouldn't be, so something's definitely gotten bugged up with that. Oh, let's see. This thing, I know the engine was kind of the issue. We got a 3.6 liter dual overhead cam inline-6. And there wasn't a whole lot to really do to it. We could put a V8 into it, or I could do some of these race engines in here as well. The 2.4 dual overhead cam would be a fun engine to put in there. It'd be a smaller motor, but lighter too. I do want to kind of keep some weight. I guess we'll just go ahead and take this thing on out and about here. I have to ignore our pathing for some reason. That is not going to be correct. So It's just gonna do what it wants to do, I suppose. I don't have a repo vehicle game, so can't recall if we've done a drag race with this thing though. I think we have, and it was underwhelming. Really, the goal is going to be more so to go see about some more of the off-road style stuff if I haven't done anything in certain areas, stuff like that. So I want to check out a few things. Yeah, we'll go ahead, we'll check that out real quick. I need to set me some more dead zones on my controller apparently. It's brand new and brakes are kind of already sticking like they were in my old controllers, so I'm a little upset there. I'll have to go and get a new one, change it out. But eventually I'm going to be getting me a ghillie kit or something of that sort, so that way I don't have as much of an issue with this. I know that I was seeing all of this stuff here. And I believe we have done this one with a different vehicle, but we are going to do it here with this one. So we're going to want our ESC off and lock our rear differential. And this is the one where we gotta do a little bit of rock climbing. We're gonna need that and for low. Oh, jeez. Well, that really stinks. Flip upright, I suppose. And we can continue on, thankfully. We don't have the clearance, really. Much as I like it, I think these rocks are a little bit too aggressive for it. Go ahead and try this again this way. Oh. It really seems almost like it's top heavy, even though it shouldn't be. Spin it around and we can get her back up. Yeah, this is not going to pay for the damages to the truck, honestly. I might just sell this guy. As much as I like the look and idea, very, very underwhelming with performance here. There's our line. I mean, 1,100 credits. That's definitely not going to pay for the amount of damage I just put to this through. Go ahead and open and do everything like that. We'll go ahead and just take her on back to the garage here, maybe. Oh, that steering is very crooked right now. This would be more of a show vehicle than an actual do-it vehicle. Even though it has the parts, it just really wouldn't be too great on most of this stuff here anyway. Do a lot better maybe with mud, but not like the mud drags themselves though. Even though it is a very, very nice little truck, I like it. A little Jeep type of deal. It's very nice, but it's given me another repo job, which just does not make sense. So I might just really quickly have to reset that. Standard repair, that should be fine. Just a little touch on our policy score, but that should be okay. Well, let's see. Yeah, let's take our little talent out, or we could take probably, let's take the Vertex out because we haven't taken the Vertex out in quite a while. A little driver in there so then we can actually see what happens to him and everything. Of course, that was really nice. I think it was, no, that does the keys for that. Turn on the underglow. There we go. So we got some of that beautiful action going on now. And we killed it right away. Wow. Maybe we'll go ahead and play some risk with our car here and put it into sport mode. We're gonna kind of fly around here, try not to run into the poles. Maybe I can get a little bit of a chase going for a moment here. Let's see. Without damaging the vehicle or totaling it for that matter. Definitely is very good handling. Oh man, I just missed driving it because of that. Wonder how much money we can actually make here from running them there. A little bit of an accident. We just barely missed that. Oh, jeez. We could get on the highway, but let's give them a chance to think about that they're gonna get me. You have to watch in front of me a little bit. We're good for a little ways. Yeah, 10 vehicles. This looks like 10 cop cars going. 3 infractions, but that's nothing crazy. Yeah, I think something's happened with this session here, because we also got our previous deal there is kind of stuck. So some things are kind of hanging up, it looks like. But we should overall be okay. Oh man, that didn't sound great. Oh, he just ran into that wall. Accidentally killed it here. There we go. So we made 2350 out of that quick little run. Not bad. He tried. What else? I'm honestly kind of running into an issue of trying to think of good things to do here. Besides maybe getting rid of that cop if he doesn't get moving. Oop. Something happened there. Okay, he's on the move. We're good. And I was worried with that. Yeah. So it keeps giving us repo vehicles, even though we're not in the repo thing. So what I am going to do, we're going to firstly, we can go into our progress. We can take a look. I've got everything here really nice. Everything's going good. We got car jockey and drifting. We can do those. A little bit of rock crawling. We got some of the standard missions we can get. We got 3 of these collectibles. Apex racing skill, motorsports branch. Pretty good. Let's see though. Apparently have a path set there, which I'm guessing that's thinks of that. So here's what I'll do. We'll go to the career menu. We'll save. Go to the main menu. Just gonna free roam into grid map real fast and then reload the career. And hopefully that should fix our issue there. Don't have to worry about that. Kind of weird. Kind of hanging on to some things. Not sure what that might be. Now we can go back into career. Of course, I've got a whole bunch of different deals in here. Broken backups and stuff like that. And also got one that I managed to trick the game into allowing me to play across different versions. Of course, some things don't stay. And things do get ruined as they go, but that's okay. Right. Here we go. Of course, the time of day got all messed up and everything, but I'm not going to worry about that quite too much yet. My first goal, get ourselves a vehicle out here. Of course, I do have that. I can put that away. And we'll see. Well, maybe we'll take the good old T series out real quick. And we'll take out a tanker trailer here. I have 2 different sizes because then I hook them up with the dolly, but for the sake of here and not spending 15 minutes hooking up all 3 of them, we're just gonna go like that. And the camera moves because I was moving. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, because I want to get some fuel out here into these stations, to be honest, because our prices are getting pretty high. We're at 525 out here. For that, though, we got to go all the way over to the island. And of course, it's going to be just a mild issue here. There we go. Okay, now we can head on across over to the island, load up with some fuel here. I got my big old heavy rig here. Go ahead and make it afternoon though. That seems to be pretty decent. And because the tanker trailer's empty, it can kind of get a little bit crazy with our speed and everything here. Don't forget I've got a racing block and everything, so speed like that is not a big issue. The RPM going like that is fine. Oh, that van just about got absolutely smoked there. That would have been crazy. We're only doing 55-ish. I got a 70-mile-an-hour speed limit. Don't see anybody to my right, so we'll go ahead and just switch on over here. Slow down as we get into town here. $35 should be just fine. No ticket, no ticket, no ticket. Okay, we're good. And make sure we're clear there. Didn't want to hit that guy. Got a green light. Okay, that guy's turning. That's what that was. I was wondering why he was slowing down. Really does pick up speedy. Even though it's just an empty trailer, there is a good little bit of extra weight, and we pick it up. Why? I'm doing... It was 60 there. Not gonna catch me, no way. But geez, he's really sticking. We are slowly losing him. That's good. No, the truck does not want to turn. I have to go to the right here, but I have to brake good. Ooh, holy cow. Just barely made it through that. As you can see, my mirror there is a little bit crooked. I think my steering got messed up. No, it did not. I managed to make it away with that. Wow. That was intense, man. I mean, I smacked my mirror. I was that close to absolutely destroying our truck here. Move on. There you go. Put him into the pole, why not? Our score has decreased for insurance down to a 3.5. That is much better. Now we just got to get up and around here. We'll pick up some fuel. Should be able to swing this on up and over here. Yeah, then we could squeeze the trailer on in here pretty good, I'm sure. Go, so this is where we will set up to pick up some fuel. Of course, we can always do water, but why would we want to do water? We can do diesel and gasoline. Doesn't matter which one of these you pick, you just take it to whichever location that you would like. We're gonna pick up all 34,000 liters of that. And need to go and pick that up over there. Definitely going crazy with how quickly I'm driving this truck, I'll say that's for sure. What the heck happened there? Something just went ka-chunk there. Nobody hit me. Very strange. See anybody coming, so we can go ahead, swing around, and we'll take this back right on over into the city there. And that should allow us to drop us off. Probably go to the commercial garage, to be honest with this, so that way we can get those prices down in that location. And we're definitely getting some weird thunking here going on. Not sure what that actually is. There's our green light finally, so you can go ahead and push on around here. Gonna go 50 here. Provided our truck can go that fast. Probably slow it down to 44 though. Good to have a cop ahead, and it is 40 until they merge onto the main part here. Okay, it looks like he is way ahead or something there. Hoping I didn't cut nobody off, but it doesn't look like anybody's there. Get her all the way up to 60 here. Definitely braking a little hard for having some liquids there. Old truck's moving about, of course. That's okay. We made it just fine. We're just going to keep it at 35 so that we don't speed this time. I gotta go a little bit slower. I can't see how my trailer is holding up, but definitely I could see it was tilting a little bit. There we go. Try to make sure we hit that light. Could change yellow, but we're good enough here. Much better stop. Not perfect still, but better. Very strange. I'm not sure what that is that keeps making the noise. I'm just gonna go ahead and take it. There's nobody here. Couple cars coming through, but I'm gonna get out of their way pretty quick. The truck's going to struggle a little bit to get it up here. It looks like the commercial garage is not a spot where you can actually drop this off. Strange, because if I can get fuel there, I should be able to drop that off there, I think. I'll have to make a U-turn here in the intersection, though. He's beating up my trailer, too. We can go ahead and clear that now. We'll get out of your way. We'll just drop it off at the gas station down the hill, I suppose. We do need to get this truck refueled here. I'm using the engine braking. It's freaking out the transmission and everything there. We're just gonna have to go across the street and somehow probably back it into the gas station very cautiously. Because I don't think I'm gonna pull around that very well. I think they would normally have it so it can be very truck accessible, but that's okay. Off that now. Go ahead and get our trailer on in here. This would be a pretty good traffic disaster and a potential massive disaster waiting to happen too if somebody was not paying attention. So we should be able to drop off. We'll only be able to drop off 9,724 liters. You're definitely gonna have to take this out another spot. Now this is at 546 and 603 for diesel. A little on the expensive side for sure. I'm cutting too early there. How close I have it. Okay, looks like no traffic as of yet. We're gonna go ahead and take this over to the city garage there, the one where we usually start out at. Hopefully we can unload the rest there. That's the hope. Gets us a little bit of money. Hopefully brings down prices a bit. I'm not sure if it's actually a mechanic that works that way or not, but that's something that I'm thinking would work. Of course, I got it flat. We're going as fast as we can. We really didn't unload very much, so the truck's only able to do so much here. Almost down a full quarter tank of diesel here. Then we'll probably go ahead, fill up all of our vehicles, see how much that costs. We haven't really been using a whole lot of fuel throughout them, though, to be honest. Boy, the truck did not want to churn for some reason there. I know it was going a little bit quick, but it just did not want to churn, so we damaged her a little bit. That's unfortunate. Yeah, it does not want to churn that way for some reason very well. Oh yeah, now you've got our bumper all messed up into there. So that's making it a little bit more of a challenge too. This one we can get to though. What can we drop off? Another 9,700 liters. That's crazy, that's all. Oh, we still got a little bit of cargo left, that's for sure. And we've got a bad steering situation there. Don't mind me here, guys. I'm just gonna sneak around here. Pulling a good little bit to the right now. Let's see what else I can do here. Guess we'll have to head back to the city. If I can churn well enough, which that's just so strange. I can hardly turn left. I mean, I get it when the tire gets stuck on that, but it happened before I damaged that entire system there, so. Yeah, a daily driver only costs us $800 now. Our temperature is just a little bit on the higher side too of the truck. The cooling wouldn't quite keep up with the truck if I was having it all the time going hard, but definitely watch the needle there. We could see it. In the middle of the left side, it just went right up as I started going here. And now it should come back down. The steering wheel kind of gets in the way, but yeah, we can see it just falls right back down again. It doesn't do too bad as long as I give it breathing room. We got ourselves a repair forgiveness, so that's good. Of course, we've dropped off at this fuel station here. Trying to slow down and looks like the UI itself doesn't know what I was doing there, because it was saying I was slowing down when I was actually speeding up. My brakes in the front have been fading too, so that's no good. I'm thinking if they're fading, they're probably getting really hot. So then that probably is why I wasn't able to steer very well, because my front tires probably got really hot. Yeah, that's the ringing I've been hearing for a little while. Oh, okay. Oopsies. Well, thankfully we still have the trailer brakes and the rear brakes, so we're fine there. Yeah, those are still working pretty good. We'll go ahead, we'll try to drop off what we can. Hopefully we can get rid of everything here pretty soon. Okay, so we could drop off 10,000, so we'll only have 4,000 liters left after this. That's really good. You can actually see it did stop the cars there. Yeah, it does do that. It applies brakes to everything rather than just this vehicle, for example. So our price is $531 and $575 down here. We'll let you go. Don't worry about me. And then we've got... I don't know where else we can really drop off fuel. Go over here. Well, we can't go over there to look at it, but here's a fuel location. We do have the one that is over in this spot. So, okay. Go over there. That should be able to get us the rest of that out of here. I think just because of how long I've had these brakes, I think the condition has deteriorated from them or something. I'm not sure what's up with that, because I know I've done this, like I said, with the 2 trailers, and I didn't have any issues with the brakes overheating or anything like that. So it's very strange to me that they are now have an issue, unless it is to do with my controller being kind of sticky here and kind of slightly holding them. We're gonna take this shortcut, by the way. A little tight and hairy, but we will keep a little bit of speed. We're fine. It's $5.80 here. 5 beam bucks and 80 beam cents. Okay, let's do our delivery. And yes, even though I was hitting A, it wasn't doing it. It did it for the other ones. It's interesting. And then we'll go ahead, 580. I'm pretty sure the commercial garage is going to have our diesel cheaper. We'll go ahead, fill up our diesel truck really quick. It is $5.79, so we're barely saving anything in all honesty. This does take just a little bit. Of course, we got 97.76 gallons of capacity. And, well, there is 10 gallons right there. I'm guessing we probably used it a quarter. About 20 gallons, yeah. Well, let's see. That would be about $160. 160 beam bucks would be 20 gallons. So we are going to pass that. And I think we're more close to 23, 24 gallons worth of fuel that I've used in this truck. That's pretty good. If I wanted to take a look quick too, I did want to take a look at this. So we got our walking mode. This is different informations and things. What I'm curious about is if I have a way to see different stats pertaining to particularly here. We really only have our financial and reward histories. So I was curious and think, how many miles have I put onto the truck here? And this also looks to be a bit bugged. Hitting the back there is not clearing that. Have to refresh the UI really quick. And it left us paused. Very strange, but that's okay. Now we can go ahead and put this truck back, get it some repairs. Of course, we got our trailer in the way. Yeah, it sounds like what's happening is my controller is what killed the brakes and caused the situation. So a controller that I have maybe 20 hours worth, not even 20 hours, maybe 10 hours worth of use onto, and triggers are kind of, they're loose and they're free moving, but they're sticking into a spot to where it's saying that I'm holding them and I'm not. Kind of sad, but that is what it is. We're gonna go ahead and this guy, I'm gonna put him in storage, T-Series. You can see about a repair. We have an accident forgiveness, so we won't get anything there. 500 bucks. Let's do that. Use that forgiveness on that. That'll be okay. And what I did want to kind of take a quick peek at to see about the efficacy, a little bit hard of a word to say, of it is taking a look at like our inventory here. We got all these different parts we can sell. We're probably going to go through and start selling all of these. They are going to be some that we would normally want to keep, but with the massive amount of parts, 437 in here, I think, yeah, selling these would be just fine. It just looks like it's going to take a little while, but you can see how much money we're already getting. Going to break 200,000 for sure with all of this. Maybe we'll stick to the stuff that's more like 500 and up or something here. Heavy duty parts for stuff that I didn't think I had extras for, stuff like that. Here we go. We got a couple of bits for the scintilla. So these are some old racing wheels and rims and stuff that we don't need. Here's another 21 by 12 with the racing rear wheels. I pick up, we have a thermostat there for one of them that we don't need. I'm gonna kind of go through here, get rid of some of this stuff, and here we are. We're over 200,000. Perfect. So this is definitely not a bad deal. Now, in the next version of RLS, as has been seen from his stream and preview video, there will be a sell all button, so it'll be much easier to keep this tidy. It's kind of why I haven't gone in here and touched this, is because it just takes so much time to go in here and manually go through, clean these all up. But we're going to go ahead and sell everything that's extra, that's 1,000 or more, to at least get some of this stuff up and get us a little bit of our money back. So this kind of digs somewhat into also the chop shop type of thing, where people will buy a car, strip all the parts, and sell all the parts, and make more money off of it. Which, in my opinion, yes, that's kind of cheesing the game, but also it is realistic, because if you think about it, if I were to buy myself a $500 or $1,000 beater, and it had parts on it that people did want, like say the doors, I could sell each of the doors for 100 bucks. There's $400, a trunk and a hood for 50 bucks each. There's $500, and then there's still lots of parts in the car. So it can work. I think what should be done though is maybe eventually, if possible, selling parts, having it so that way when they sell, you're putting them on a market. And then what can happen from there is it can take time to actually sell the parts. It could take, a certain amount of IRL or in-game time. I'm not sure. That would be pretty cool, because then that would mean that you can't just sell stuff to instantly get a bunch of money and continue in. It gives you this kind of a, well, I guess I'll try and working at it, because rather than waiting a day, kind of a situation. And I think that would really help. Like here though, We are slowly picking through some of these. We're up to 260,000. Like, that's a really good chunk of money that we've had sitting in here. We still got more parts that we're finding here that are over 1,000 and we're selling. And we got these performance blocks and different things here for the BX series. We got somebody getting chased by the police, apparently. There we go. They got him. Very nice. So yeah, this is obviously a bit tedious. Again, this is one of those type of deals that I just think would be very nice when we can get to sell all, but then also having a time delay in when you're selling parts to kind of help making it variable. There we go. So we got ourselves almost a full 100,000 credits now, pretty much full 100,000 credits just from selling stuff in there. The reason why, I'm going to take a look at some other vehicles really quick here. Pause our game. And of course we got way down in the bottom, we got like the show truck we could do, which is a triaxle 6x4. But we usually can't, because that goes to show that even this is more expensive than the 300,000 credits we have. Got like a Ram bus I could have tried and gotten if I sold the rest of it, maybe. That's not so much so what I'm interested in. Hammer lane specials, so like these T-Series and Scintilla vehicles, not so much what I'm looking at. Trying to see what else. Maybe we should look at... Usually they're in the cheaper vehicle section. It is a modded vehicle. What is this? Overhead sleeper. It has like a box and a fifth wheel? But how would that actually work? Because you would think the door would have to be on one of the two sides then to be able to appropriately load it. But then if you're at a dock area, you can't load the box directly that way. Very cool deal nonetheless. Yeah, so I think it was the Spica, which is another modded vehicle I haven't played much with. So like here we get the general kill, so obviously we know what that's kind of playing towards, at least I hope. That is just a outright drag car right there, so that'd be very good for just doing some drag racing, running stuff like that, but it's not as much as what I'm looking for here. I can create more of as an overall daily car, track driver, maybe a little bit of drag racing on the side, sport tires, you know, that kind of a deal. So we're gonna kind of try and look if I can one of those real fast here. Well, I might not be able to, and I'm probably going to, you know what? Heck with it. I seen it. We're going to go ahead and get the Ibishu formula. This is the regional with the sequential. Let's set route to that because we're going to need to get that on a trailer. But while we're paused, so we don't lose our timing and everything on that, we can go ahead and probably grab... we'll grab our big D series. No, because I'm not a big fan of the blue D series that we did buy, just because, as I said, it is literally clipping audio because this audio, you know, it's a modded engine. So when you mod an engine, one of the rules is you got to turn it up to 12 instead of just putting it at 7 or 8 like most engines are. Don't get me wrong, I love the mod, I love the engine, I love everything there. It's just the volume. I don't know why it's always got to be too loud with modded vehicles. Let's go take this one. It's not quite as loud. It still is pretty loud. But then if I do remember correctly, we have the ability to grab our trailer with it. So we'll go ahead, grab our tilt jack trailer, retrieve that because we can take a race car, actual race car. I'm not going to take that onto the road. Here we go. Go ahead, get in our truck. This one is... Oh boy, it is clipping it too. So what exactly is causing that? I'm not sure exactly what's causing it to clip. Guess I'm just gonna have to deal with it for right now. Let me actually take a quick look. I'm guessing what I've done. Yeah, that's what I've done. I accidentally was grabbing 2 bits of audio from the game, so I'm sorry about the audio for in-game being all weird probably for this episode. Probably is a little bit weird. So this is going to be a challenge to hook up here. And that is because this truck is going to be, as we can see, way higher. Put it into the park mode there. I keep doing the tilt deck section when I mean to grab the feet. And we're going to try and put those feet as far down as we can. And I don't even think it's going to fit. No. It's just a mild issue that was overseen. And, well, that may help us a little bit. Maybe not. I can't even get it remotely close to being on there. I mean, somehow we're attached through my bumper, but that's not the way it's supposed to be. Just go ahead and pretend here and see what happens. Yeah, it looks like it went through my bumper and that's where it's holding. So this is over at the other garage now. It looks like over in that area or at the racetrack. We're getting a lot of pull to the left because of the trailer though. Let's see if I can take the trailer, get it somewhere where the front of it will sit a little higher would be perfect. Okay, now we can go ahead and put our feet down here. It should hopefully release from my truck. Otherwise, the flip upright section should work. And go by feet, and we're kind of, yeah, we're picking it up a little bit. Can hear that has definitely got some struggle going on. Okay, well, let's do a flip up right real quick. That'll get us out of the way of that. It did. And yeah. Okay. That's as high as we can get it. So we're going to have to go ahead and get the blue truck probably here anyway. Right, where did it put me? Ah, jeez. That's annoying. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. If the truck actually shuts off, there we go. I think this is where I'll end the episode, but I will go ahead and pick up the car and get next episode running right away so that we can make sure we get it. At least the part where I pick up the car. That way I don't have to drag this episode out so far. This is going to be a little bit expensive to repair that vehicle, but that's okay. So if you guys enjoyed today's episode and are looking forward to the next episode where we get ourselves a little bit of a formula style car, hit the like button. If you did not like today's episode but somehow made it all the way to the end, you can either hit the dislike button or you can leave down in the comments or in my Discord what you did not like. If you have any other thoughts, comments, topics, ideas, suggestions, you can go ahead and leave them down in the comments or you can put them in my Discord. Otherwise, guys, take care. Bye-bye.